Have you ever wondered about the current geopolitical dynamics between India, China, and the United States? It's a fascinating interplay of power, influence, and territorial claims. Let's take a closer look at this geopolitical chessboard where each move holds significant implications. The relationship between these three nations has been marked by cooperation, competition, and conflict. But today, we're going to focus on a particular region that's become a hotbed of contention: Arunachal Pradesh. This region, located in northeastern India, is a site of dispute between India and China, each claiming it as their own. However, the dynamics have recently been given a new twist. The United States, a significant player in this triad, has made a crucial move. It has issued a formal declaration recognizing Arunachal Pradesh as an integral part of India. This statement is not just a mere proclamation, it's a bold move on the geopolitical chessboard that could potentially alter the balance of power. This declaration comes at a time when tensions between India and China are escalating, primarily due to India's strategic infrastructure projects in Arunachal Pradesh. China has opposed these initiatives, asserting its claim over the region. But with the United States now officially recognizing Arunachal Pradesh as Indian territory, the dynamics have become even more intriguing. The United States' stance is a clear signal of its support for India's sovereignty over Arunachal Pradesh. It's a move that not only strengthens the bond between India and the United States, but also adds a new layer of complexity to the India-China-US triangle. This U.S. declaration has added a new twist to the complex India-China-US triangle. As we delve deeper into this geopolitical saga, we'll see how this move may shape the future of these relationships and influence the global power dynamics. So stay tuned as we uncover the implications of this geopolitical chess game. To understand this situation, we need to delve into the past. Arunachal Pradesh, a state in the northeastern part of India, has been a bone of contention between India and China for decades. Its strategic importance cannot be overstated. Nestled in the easternmost corner of the Himalayas, it provides a natural barrier and crucial access to the Tibetan Plateau. The territorial dispute over Arunachal Pradesh dates back to the early 20th century, during the British colonial era. The McMahon Line, named after Sir Henry McMahon, then British Foreign Secretary, was drawn as a part of the 1914 Simla Accord. It was intended to serve as the border between British India and Tibet. However, China, which claims sovereignty over Tibet, has never recognized the McMahon Line and views Arunachal Pradesh as part of its territory, referring to it as South Tibet. Over the years, this unresolved dispute has led to several conflicts and standoffs between India and China. The most notable was the Sino-Indian War of 1962, a brutal conflict fought in the harsh terrains of the Himalayas. The war ended inconclusively, and the territorial dispute over Arunachal Pradesh remained unresolved, a simmering point of contention in Indo-China relations. Fast forward to the present day, the strategic importance of Arunachal Pradesh has only increased. The region has gained prominence in India's plans for infrastructure development, particularly under Prime Minister Modi's government. On the other hand, China, in its aim to assert territorial claims, has consistently opposed such developments. The McMahon Line, despite its controversial origins, has been the de facto border for more than a century. It's a symbol of the historical claim that India has over Arunachal Pradesh. And now, with the recent U.S. declaration, it has become a symbol of international support for India's territorial rights. This historical context sets the stage for the recent U.S. declaration. So, what exactly did the U.S. declare? A question on the minds of many. Well, in a nutshell, the United States has officially recognized Arunachal Pradesh as Indian territory. This recognition wasn't simply a casual statement, it was a declaration, a proclamation of support for India's territorial integrity. It was a significant move by the United States, made at a time of escalating tensions between India and China over this region. The U.S. spokesperson didn't mince words. They clearly stated that Arunachal Pradesh is indeed Indian territory. More than that, they condemned any unilateral attempts to alter territorial claims through military or civilian encroachments. This was a clear message, not just to China, but to the world. A message that the United States stands by India and respects its territorial sovereignty. It's a message that sends a ripple through the geopolitical landscape, altering the dynamics of international relations. And it's not just words. The U.S. has backed up this declaration with action. The official maps of the United States now clearly depict Arunachal Pradesh as part of India. This is a concrete step, a tangible manifestation of the US's recognition of India's territorial claims. This stance aligns with the McMahon Line, a boundary drawn during the era of the British Empire which marked the border between India and Tibet. It's a line that has been a point of contention for decades, and this recognition by the US adds weight to its legitimacy. This declaration by the United States holds enormous significance in the context of India-US relations. It's more than just a statement, it's a testament to the trust and mutual respect between the two nations. It's a step that strengthens the ties that bind them together, fostering a relationship based on shared values and mutual respect. This declaration has made waves in the international community. It's not just a ripple, but a seismic shift that could potentially reshape the geopolitical landscape. Only time will tell how far these waves will reach and what their ultimate impact will be. What are the implications of the US's declaration? One can't help but wonder. The most immediate impact is a palpable shift in the geopolitical dynamics of the region. This US declaration in favor of India has undoubtedly added a new dimension to the already complex India-China relationship. China's reaction to the declaration, as expected, has been less than favorable. The country maintains its claim on Arunachal Pradesh, viewing the US's stance as an unwelcome intervention in its bilateral relations with India. The declaration has certainly added fuel to the fire, escalating tensions between China and both India and the US. But beyond the immediate reactions, we need to consider the potential long-term implications. The declaration is not just about a border dispute, it's a clear indication of the US's strategic alignment with India. This alignment could potentially alter the balance of power in the region, with China on one side and an increasingly united front of India and the US on the other. And then there's the question of India's own regional strategy. Coupled with its recent deployment of the INS Dhruv, a sophisticated ocean surveillance ship, the US's support provides India with a stronger strategic position. This could enhance India's ability to monitor and respond to potential threats, further strengthening its claim on Arunachal Pradesh. Of course, the US's declaration isn't the end of the story. Rather, it's the beginning of a new chapter in the intricate dance of geopolitics. It's a move that sends a clear message to China, but it also raises questions about future strategies and alliances. Will this lead to closer ties between India and the US? Will China respond with its own strategic alliances to counterbalance the shift in power? While the US's declaration has stirred the pot, its long-term impact remains to be seen. Only time will tell how the geopolitical landscape evolves in response to this significant development. So, where do we go from here? This question lingers as we take a step back and look at the bigger picture. We've traversed through the complex labyrinth of geopolitical tensions, historical context, and the recent declaration by the United States affirming Arunachal Pradesh as an integral part of India. This move, while seemingly just a statement, has potential implications that could ripple across the international stage. Firstly, the US's declaration strengthens the bond between India and the United States. It's not just about recognizing a territorial claim, it's about standing up for a partner nation, fostering trust, and forging stronger bilateral relations. This move could also serve as a catalyst for other nations to follow suit, leading to a collective international acknowledgement of India's sovereignty over Arunachal Pradesh. Secondly, this decision comes at a time of escalating tensions between India and China. The US's stance might serve as a deterrent to any further territorial claims or encroachments by China, but it could also inflame the situation, prompting a counter-reaction from the Chinese government. Thirdly, let's not forget about the people of Arunachal Pradesh. Amidst the geopolitical power play, their voices and aspirations should not be drowned out. The US's declaration could potentially embolden the region, giving them a stronger sense of belonging to India. Lastly, we must also consider the strategic implications of this move. With the recent commissioning of India's ocean surveillance ship, the INS Dhruv, this declaration could be seen as part of a larger strategy to counterbalance China's military advancements in the region. As we look to the future, various scenarios could unfold. The US's declaration could lead to a collective international recognition of India's claim, or it could escalate tensions with China. It could strengthen India-US relations, or it could shift the balance of power in the region. As the geopolitical chessboard continues to evolve, only time will tell what the next move will be.